Hi, it's Marley, Downtown Magazine, shooting downtown highlights. Today we're here at BiCE Cucina in Soho, which is esteemed to be one of the best restaurants in New York City. Let's go.
Beyond its cult following, the BiCE story is rich in history. It all started over 90 years ago with Beatrice Ruggeri, also known as BiCE. She grew up on a farm in her early years, taking care of her 9 siblings and sharing her farm-to-table charm with friends and loved ones. She was encouraged to open her own cucina. It was in 1926 that she finally decided to open a trattoria with her husband Gino in Milan. Their Da Gino e BiCE had an authentic family feel. Through the now-grown BiCE grandson, Raffaele Ruggeri, the legacy lives on.
Alright, so I'm here with Raffaele, and he's the owner of BiCE. So can you tell us a little bit about the history of BiCE?
Well, first of all, I am the grandson of the founder, BiCE. I have partners, investors, and a local partner, Peter Guimares, in this New York ventures, this one in Uptown. So just to be fair, if anything, when I introduce myself, what I'm really honored to say is that BiCE, the founder of this brand and company, was my grandmother. So I am the 3rd generation, and I use the word DNA restaurateur.
Oh, I love that.
So BiCE was my grandmother.
Right.
And in the years we've had evolution, and we are now here in New York, opening our 2nd location in Soho. Mm-hmm. As I said, I have investors and a local partner, dear friend, local partner as well.
Great. And what inspired you to open this particular location in Soho?
The company made a decision. The landlord is a regular in one of our restaurants in Palm Beach. And knowing the food and the quality we have for so many years delivered, and the reputation we have, has came to us and offered us this possibility. This was pre-COVID, in a different world, as we all know. Mm-hmm. And Soho, of course, is the heart of downtown Manhattan, right, regardless of all these new neighborhoods around Chelsea, Meatpacking. Soho is Soho. I would say it's the first. So for me, remains the heart, and we're excited to be here. There's a lot of wonderful restaurateur and a great community around this neighborhood.
Yeah, it is a great community. Can you tell us a little bit about the items on your menu and what makes them special?
I believe that today we have evolved with what the trend of, I'm going to use the world needs, which is a healthier diet. Yes. You will find vegan options, gluten-free options, as well as the Italian food that we make. I take a lot of pride that is light. Right. Sometimes Italian food, especially some of the older Italian cuisines, seems to be a little more heavy. You think of pastas being heavy, pizza, and a lot of carb, and pizza. For example, we don't have pizza here. We have pinza, which is a different dough with 3 different flours, rice, soy, and regular flour, and 48 hours fermentation, which makes this pizza dough crunchy but very light to digest.
Lovely.
So I pride myself as, BiCE, and in this venue that we are choosing to embody a healthy, light diet.
Lovely.
And for example, we have wild-caught salmon. I know these are little things that are important to me, but that they do make a difference in people's lives.
Of course, of course. Can you tell us a little bit about the nightlife here at BiCE?
So, I'm in a good moment in my life. I'm getting close to 50, but I am still full of life. Mm-hmm. And my perception, and New York has already shown that, but clubs are wonderful. I'm a little bit too old for clubs. So I like to go to places where it's not really a club, but it still allows that loud music, the good quality of music. I particularly like music a lot, and it has to be music that fits my needs. I don't like to go out and dance in boom, boom, boom. I call my style of music 120 BPM, beats per minute, which is beautiful. You can enjoy seating. You can stand up and dance around the
Right.
chair. We're not a club. I do not. It's not about dancing here, but it's about having an experience, good food, and after food, just staying
Have a good
here,
time.
having a good time, seeing beautiful people, which Soho is plenty of, and so this is what we're trying to achieve. It's just to create a couple of nights where without staying up too late, you can have a wonderful meal and have a good time afterwards.
Right, right. So what do you hope to achieve here in Soho? What is your
I'm a restaurateur. We are a restaurateur, and this company prides itself for the quality of food. And all the years of the restaurants that we have managed and still manage today show that is what BiCE is famous for. So the first thing for me is to create really amazing dining experiences. There are so many restaurants to choose from today, and a dining experience is not limited to food only. It's limited to the staff you have. It's limited to the ambience you create with the decor and with the kind of people that you bring in. Because I have seen beautiful decors with people that didn't fit my my needs,
Aesthetic.
and I wouldn't call it aesthetic. I would say needs. So again, we hope to create a beautiful restaurant where the food is really impeccable, and you're coming into our home. And I know it's a business, but really it's my home.
Of course.
Mine as in my company and my partners. And when you come into someone's home, our home, you do everything you can to make sure that you take care of your guests, and that's what true to me hospitality is. It's what can I do to make sure that in my space I can really make you feel as comfortable as possible, and like if you were in your home.
right?
So that would be our goal, is to create this type of experiences. And again, I don't want to limit it to dining experiences. Yes, food is very important to us. I'm not going to say the most important, but it's very important. But in New York, there's a lot of good food out there.
It's not just about food, right?
I feel it's more, and it's the way we transmit to our staff, and I can give you the greatest smile you want at the door, but then if you have staff that comes to the table and is not matching my frequency, my energy, then all my smiles are worth nothing. So creating a team that is really working with us and wanting to offer those experiences, and then of course, as every business, we want to make money.
Right,
I mean, we're New Yorkers here,
right?
So it's not important, but we want to be financially successful, which every business does.
Of course. And what inspires you most about New York City, would you say?
New York City is the greatest city in the world. City life, I have São Paulo, Tokyo, Buenos Aires, Milano, Madrid, Shanghai, Dubai, you name it, Bombay. I've seen all these great cities. I spent lots of time in them. There's nothing like New York. New York City is the best city in the world, and it has the best people, the variety of people, the diversity of people, the quality of people, the fashion, because as coming from Milano, there's a level of style that I appreciate. Blessings to all the other cities in America. New York has the most style.
Of course.
I'm not going to take away from other cities, but the most style is here.
Yeah.
And that is an experience that only New York. I'm in New York in October, November, December. This city is on fire. It's just like, it's an energy that when you're here, you feel it just takes you inside. And I've been here so many years to know it very well. That excites me about New York.
Yeah.
No matter the chaos, the corona, the 9/11s, the market crash, New York always comes back.
Resilient.
Because it's the people. New York is the people. And I just love New York. I really do.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Raffaele. This is great.
Grazie. Thank you very much.
I can't wait to try your food.
Well, we are ready, so be ready.
Hi everyone, so we're gonna start off the lunch with a cocktail. This is a Pinarita. Let's try it. That's amazing. This is the eggplant parm. Let's try it.
All right, this is the Octopus Carpaccio. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Next is the Tuna Tartare.
Incredible.
The main course that I had at BiCE was the tortellini filled with ricotta and spinach. It was topped with melted butter, cherry tomatoes, sage, and Parmesan cheese, and this was absolutely delicious and very light.
The star dish that I tried at BiCE was the Tagliolini Aragosta. This had fresh Maine lobster, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, lobster bisque, a touch of cream, and fresh basil. Since I can't eat gluten, this gluten-free and vegan pea flour pasta was a great substitute for me. It was so light yet decadent and delicious. The beauty of BiCE is that these dishes are so authentic, and you can almost taste BiCE's love that has been passed down through these restaurants.
Thank you so much, Raffaele, and to BiCE Cucina for having us. That was incredible. It felt like we were in there at home. My name is Marley. That was my last episode of Downtown Highlights, and I'll see you around. Bye.